Hello everybody, Cody here. I'm at the front of one of our local schools here in Mount Gambier because I've been contacted by a number of parents who have made it clear to me that there's a huge disconnect between the government and the community. What parents are telling me is that these concrete bollards that have been installed needlessly behind me that take up so much of the parking space for parents where they normally would meet to pick up their kids at the end of the school day. The school didn't want this. I've got emails which I'll post here that parents have shown me. The school community and the parents have fought against having these guardrails here for the bike lanes. What these guardrails do is actually increase hazards, not just for the kids here, but for the school teachers, the workers and the parents that are picking up their kids. More people now are required to drive past the school, turn around and come back because there isn't enough parking behind me. Whereas before, people could come from the east to the west and just park along here, then do a U-turn once they get their kid and head off back to town. Now, they're required to drive past the school multiple times, doing U-turns and driving over the school crossing just so they can try and find a spot to park. What's the government's solution? Well, then buy more land at a taxpayer's expense so they can build a car park. There was nothing wrong with this. I've had parents contact me, their kids have been going here for so many years. There's been no incident reported. There's been no concerns. This is just government out of touch. Parents have further told me that they've already written to local members of parliament and they've been completely ignored. So they contact me. People are tired of being ignored. People are tired of being gaslit into believing that there are systems in place, checks and balances that you can report to that might resolve your issues. Nothing is changing. I'm a candidate for the federal election. I'm not somebody who can immediately wave a wand and fix the parking issues out the front of a school. But people have got nowhere else to go. No one else is talking about this or fighting on their behalf. It's like I said before, this is just another example of governments being completely out of touch. The average mum, dad, nan, pop that comes to the school every afternoon to pick up their kid, the government's got absolutely no connection to our reality. They've got no idea how much of a headache this adds to somebody's day, just needlessly. And it's an example of all levels of government, failing people every day. What they do is they justify their positions by coming up with stupid rules and then trying to come up with stupid ways to fix the rules that they created. And they're expensive fixes. And no, I'm not against kids riding bikes to school. The school was actually contacted late last year by council who notified the school that the current arrangements were unsuitable. So it's not like we're trying to save the world here because there are kids getting squashed every day by cars because the kids are trying to ride their bikes. So there's been no consultation from the government with the community because the community have said no and the government have said yes. It's an expensive fix. It puts people out needlessly. It shows a disconnect between elected members and community members. And it just shows the arrogance that people are dealing with every day when they go up against these government officials. They're not there to represent us, clearly.
Authorised by Cody Scholes, 20 Penola Road, Mount Gambier.